The overall crypto market has started heading back up in price, but we are still not out of the woods yet. There is a particular level that the market needs to break through before we can finally say yes, we are in a bull market. And when I'm talking about the market, I'm talking about Bitcoin in particular, because Bitcoin controls the rest of the market. Whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market does. So in this episode of Market Review, we're going to be taking a look at the key level that Bitcoin needs to break through. So once Bitcoin breaks that price, we know that yes, the market will continue moving up. And if Bitcoin stays under that price, chances are the market could continue going lower. And just so you know, we are under that price right now. And in addition to that, we're also going to be taking a look at the other cryptocurrencies as well, most of which we reviewed last week. And this week, we're just going to be looking at them and re-strategizing based on what they've done within last week and this week. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so we're going to be starting with Bitcoin. Last week when we covered Bitcoin was sitting at around, I think, $41,000 to $42,000. Right now, we are more or less at the same spot again. So remember we started buying all the way from $35,000, and I told you guys $40,000 was a pretty good spot to take some profit. But then if the market continues to move higher, $45,000 is still another good spot to take some profit because there is a resistance at that place. The reason why we take profit is simply because when the market gets to some certain places in the chart, it tends to slow down and reverse. This is why I say take some profit at certain levels, like in this case $45,000. As you can see, as soon as the market got to $45,000, it started turning around, and then right now it's sitting at $42,000. Now, I personally think the market could continue falling lower to $41,000. If you would like to buy the dip, consider doing so at $41,000 because $41,000 is pretty much a good level to buy the dip. Now, I just said a few minutes ago that there is a particular number that Bitcoin needs to break through before we can be confident again that the market will continue going up from here. And what that number is $46,000. We need to see Bitcoin break $46,000 before we can be confident and say yes, we're out of the woods. Chances of the market going higher from here is high. So if you're one of those people that are waiting to see what the market does or to see what Bitcoin does before you get into the market, $46,000 is a key level to watch out for. So you want to see the market break $46,000 and stay above that level before you can be confident that yes, chances of the market going higher is great. But as long as we're under that price right now, you may want to be a little bit more cautious than you will once it breaks that level. So for those who want to buy the dip, consider doing so at $41,000. And if you want to still take some more profit, $45,000 is still a good price to take some profit. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. Last week when I covered Ethereum, I remember saying $3,100 was a good spot to take some profit. First of all, it was $2,800. We took some profit at $2,800, but as we see, Ethereum broke $2,800 and continued to move higher. Hence why I said $3,100 was a good spot to take some profit. Now, as you can see, the market broke above $3,100, went up a little bit, but still came back down below that level. Now that the market has started to move lower, if you are still interested in buying the dip for Ethereum, you should consider placing a buy limit at $2,800 because that is still a pretty much good support. So if you want to buy the dip for Ethereum, set a buy limit at $2,800. And if you would like to take some profit again, you should still consider doing so at $3,100. Now, just as there is a figure for Bitcoin to break before we are confident that yes, the bullish momentum has returned into the market, so as for Ethereum, there is a level that the market needs to break before we are confident that yes, the bullish momentum has returned. And that level is the $3,400 level. So in as much as we are waiting for Bitcoin to break the $46,000 level, we should also be waiting for Ethereum to break the $3,400 level. So once you see Ethereum break $3,400 and stay above that level, the bullish momentum has returned for Ethereum as well. But Honestly, that price doesn't even really matter for Ethereum because Ethereum is going to still do whatever Bitcoin does at the end of the day. As you can see, Bitcoin is coming back down in price and Ethereum inevitably started coming back down in price as well. So all we just have to really watch out for is actually Bitcoin breaking $46,000 and staying above it. So as soon as Bitcoin breaks $46,000 and stay above it, chances of Ethereum also breaking $3,400 and staying above it is also high. So really, you actually want to be looking out for Bitcoin's price. Now let's talk about Polkadot. This I covered last week, and when I covered it, I remember telling you guys to take some profit at $24 because as at then we had already bought the dip at $17. Now as you can see, the market didn't quite get to $24 before it started turning around because Bitcoin, right? As soon as Bitcoin started turning around, Polkadot as well started turning back around in price. But our thesis still doesn't change. You should still intend taking profit at $24. So if you didn't take advantage of buying the dip earlier on for Polkadot at $17, well, I'm pretty sure that if Bitcoin continues to move lower, that opportunity will present itself again and we can buy the dip again at $17. So if you're interested in buying the dip again at $17, the opportunity will soon present itself again. So you should do so, and you should still consider taking some profit at $24. Now, if for some reason you have no idea how to trade the market or buy the dip or any of other stuff, in the description below I've made a couple of videos about it already. So just go to the description below and click on the links I have over there. Start watching those videos so that whenever I'm making this video, you always be able to keep up. Now let's take a look at Dogecoin. The last time I covered Dogecoin, which I think was last week or about 2 weeks ago, when Dogecoin started moving up in price, Tesla had just started accepting Dogecoin for goods on their website. So Dogecoin started bouncing all the way from the low 12 cents. I remember telling you guys that 16 cents was a good spot to take some profit if you actually started buying the dip for Dogecoin. So if you bought some Dogecoin at 12 cents, you should consider taking some profit at 16 cents. As you can see, the market got to 16 cents and has started to turn around in price. So taking some profit at 16 cents was actually the smart move to do. Now, if you would like to buy some dip again for Dogecoin, let's say you didn't get the dip at that time, well, the opportunity might well soon present itself again. As you can see, since Dogecoin has started falling all the way from 16 cents, currently sitting at 14 cents, if you like to buy the dip for Dogecoin, you should consider doing so at 13 cents. Because if Bitcoin continues to fall, like I said, the rest of the market continues to fall with it as well, and Dogecoin is most likely going to hit the 13 cents area again. Now let's talk about Shiba Inu. This I covered last week. One of you requested I covered this, so let's talk about it again because there's been a little bit of development since last week. So I remember saying for Shiba Inu that 0.00003074 was a good spot to take some profit if you actually bought the dip for Shiba Inu. So for those of you that did buy the dip and then set your take profit at that level, you obviously will be in some profit right now. So what you should do is, since the market has started to go back down since it got to that level, and you would like to buy some dip again for Shiba Inu, you should consider doing so at 0.00002566. So you should consider setting a buy limit at 0.00002566 because the market seems to be heading towards that level. Now, if you would like to take some profit again, the same place I told you guys to take profit last week, which is 0.00003074, is still the perfect spot for you to take some profit for Shiba Inu. So you should definitely consider doing so. Now let's take a look at Luna. The last time I covered Luna, I believe it was sitting around $50 or something like that, and I told you guys that you should consider buying the dip at $45. And right now you can see the market actually got to $45 and bounced up from there. I remember telling you guys $54 was a good spot to take some profit once you bought the dip at $45. As you can see, the market went as high as $59, so which means blowing past our take profit target of $55. Now, since Bitcoin has started to turn around, we can see that Luna as well has started to go back down in price. And like I said, Bitcoin seems to be targeting $41,000 or around $40,000, right? So chances are Luna as well we also still come back down towards $45. So if you didn't take advantage of buying the dip for Luna at $45, the opportunity might as well just present itself again very soon. So consider setting a buy limit at $45, and if you would like to still take some profit, $54 is still a good spot to take some profit. So after taking some profit at $54 and the market continues to move higher, you should still consider taking some more profit at $67. Now let's take a look at Chainlink. As at last week when we covered this, it was at our profit level. So I remember last week, about 2 weeks ago, I told you guys $18 was a good spot for Chainlink to take some profit, because as soon as it gets there, the market could start heading back lower. As you can see, the market got to that level and then started heading back lower. So right now, sitting at $16, Chainlink could be heading back down towards the $14 level. So if you would like to rebuy the dip again for Chainlink, consider doing so again at $14. Or if you didn't capture the dip before, you should still consider doing so right now at $14. Now, where to take some profit? Well, still very the same thing. Still consider taking some profit at $18. So buy the dip at $14, take some profit at $18. Now let's take a look at Avalanche. Last week when we covered it, I told you guys to consider taking some profit at $85 because the market seemed to be heading towards $85. As you can see, the market even broke past $85 and head as high as $95. So with that being said, being that Bitcoin has started to go back down, we could see Avalanche still revisiting the $75 support level. So if you would like to buy some dip for Avalanche, consider doing so at $75. And if you would like to take some profit, consider doing so at $85. And if the market continues to move higher, consider doing so again at $95. Now let's take a look at XRP. I don't believe I covered this last week, but the last time I covered it, I mentioned that we should buy the dip at 52 cents because 52 cents was a pretty good level. But as we can see, the market definitely didn't get to 52 cents. It only went as low as 55 cents. So basically, we couldn't buy or capture that dip. So XRP had actually moved by a lot, right? It moved all the way from 55 cents all the way to 87 cents. So obviously, since we couldn't buy the dip then, the market has now presented us with another opportunity to buy the dip. However, it's at a higher price, but still it's lower than the price where it was as out a few days ago. So as for XRP, if you want to buy the dip for XRP, you should consider doing so at 75 cents. And if you would like to take some profit, you should consider doing so at 87 cents. Now, if Bitcoin continues to move higher and break past $46,000, we could see XRP getting to the 99 cents level. So if you should buy the dip right now at 75 cents, you should consider taking some profit at 87 cents. And then if the market continues to go higher, consider still taking some more profit at 99 cents. I know it's almost $1, but it's not quite $1. So just consider taking some profit at 99 cents. Now let's talk about BNB. I covered this last week as well. I said $435 was a pretty good spot to take some profit if you bought the dip for BNB. However, I didn't, as at the time when I made this video last week, because it had already gone so high towards $435. So as you can see, the market got $435 and has since turned back around. Now, if you would like to buy the dip for BNB, $400 is pretty much a good price to buy it at. However, with that being the case, even if you buy BNB right now at $400, if we continue to see Bitcoin fall down, we could see BNB head back down towards $340. So what I would say is buy some BNB at present price of $400 and then still set another buy limit again at $340. Now, if you'd like to take some profit for BNB, $435 is a good spot to take some profit. And if we see Bitcoin continue to move higher, we could still see BNB getting all the way to $500. So you should consider taking some profit at $435 and consider taking some more profit at $500. Now let's talk about Solana. For those of us who couldn't buy the dip for Solana at $50, because if you guys remember the first time I spoke about Solana about a few weeks ago, beginning of this year, I said Solana could be falling all the way back down to $50 because there was no support for Solana after it fell from $122. Now, last week, Solana fell to $90, and since then, it had since recovered and headed back towards $122. Now, I said in that video, for those of you who actually bought the dip for Solana, $122 was a good spot to take some profit. Now, as you can see, the market quite got there, even though barely, it got to that level and has since turned back around. So for those of us who didn't get the opportunity to buy Solana at the dip, the market has presented an opportunity again for us to do so. So if you would like to buy the dip for Solana, you should consider doing so at $90 and then consider taking some profit at $122. Even from $90 all the way to $122 is still about a 35% return on your purchase. So if you bought Solana right now at the dip of $90, by the time you take some profit at $122 or even $120, you're still about 35% in profit. Now, if there's a cryptocurrency you guys are interested in that I didn't cover and you would like for me to do a market review on it, leave your comment in the comment section down below and I'll take a look at it and it will appear in next week's episode. For more videos like this, please click on the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell right next to it. I release new videos every week and you'll be the first to be notified when that happens. And if you would like to support this channel, ways to do that are going to be in the description below. That's it for this video and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.